Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 4 of our June 2022 release. Hey, so I'm using our Farm Sweet Farm stamp set, along with our Udderly Fantastic stamp set, Mini Tag Dies 3, Stitch Square dies, and Scallop Square dies. So I'm starting out, this is the freebie with purchase. There's all sorts of rules. Check it out on the Jaded Blossom site. And I'm going to take this little cow head and I'm going to stamp all over this limeade ice paper from Paper Tray ink with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. So what I'm doing is I'm basically making my own pattern paper. So you'll see that I'm stamping on some foam just to have it give a little bit more give. Makes it a little easier for me. And that is it. So I'm just stamping this little cow head all over this paper. So I'll be using Paper Tray Ink's Limeade Ice, which is this one that I'm working on right now, Winter Wisteria, Lemon Tart, and Sweet Blush as my backgrounds. And, you know, this doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just kind of going for an all-over cow print, which is kind of fun, right? Here we go. And I'm going to keep on going and stamping and filling this paper in. So, you know, easy stuff. Nothing too crazy. And I will be cutting this down with a die. There we go. So this is me doing it on the Lemon Tart cardstock now. And this is Winter Wisteria, obviously time-lapsed. There we go. And I'm going to cut it out with our Stitch Square dies, and this is a 3.5-inch Stitch Square die. And then I'm using MFT's Dot Stripe Neutral 6-inch pad also. So I've got a piece of Paper Tray Ink black cardstock, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment from Udderly Fantastic. And it says, "Thank you dairy much," is the idea. And I will be stamping that onto the Paper Tray Ink black cardstock. You saw that I used my anti-static powder tool. And I'm using Ink on 3's Juicy ink. And I'm just going to stamp that over and over so I get 4 of these sentiments because I'm making 4 cards today. There we go. So I usually stamp each one twice just to make sure I get a good sentiment. And then I'm going to go do the same thing again, stamp it again. And then I'll end up with 4 sentiments eventually here. So, you know, easy stuff. And I'm using Brutus Monroe's Alabaster embossing powder. And I'm just doing that over a coffee filter. There we go. And then I will heat set it with, or melt it with my Marby Heat tool, which is lots of fun, right? I love melting embossing powder. There we go, so nice and bright white. That's what I was going for. And like I said, I will make 4 of these. I think I just show you me making 2 of them actually, but I do make 4. And then I'm going to cut it out with our, let me see, our Mini Tag Dies 3, the small fishtail die. I'm going to tape that in place using my highlighter tape. Just easy stuff. And I will do all my die cutting today with my Gemini machine. So this is the Scallop Squares. The Scallop Squares are roughly 4 inches square. And I did make cards out of Paper Tray Ink black cardstock. 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, so you get 4 1/4 inch note cards. And I'm going to be adding my 3.5-inch Stitch Square die with the cow print onto a 3 5/8 inch American Crafts black cardstock piece. And then I will stick that down onto my pattern paper. That's that MFT's Dot Stripe Neutral 6-inch pad, and that's a black stripe pattern. On the inside, I'm using Nina, Solar Crest, that's what it's called, 65 pound, cut just at 4 inches. And then I'll be adding a 1-inch strip of pattern paper from that pad, all in black patterns. There we go. And I will trim off the overhang. There. So basically that's what the card's going to look like. There we are, and I'm going to add the inside to the next one. This is like a stripe. And then I'll try to use a different paper on the front of each one. So it doesn't, you know, so it's different paper on the inside from the front. There we go. Adding another one in there. Now this is an adorable freebie stamp set. Like I said, there's some rules, you know, have to spend a certain amount of money before shipping and taxes, have to have one item from this new release in your cart, yada, yada, yada. Check out Jaded Blossoms, you know, the rules on their site there. This is included in the Gotta Have It Now when you do get that. Or if you did get that, I guess that was only available till Wednesday. But you can get the whole release starting tomorrow on Friday. Everything goes is available to get at that point. There we go. So I'm going to add in, that is my 3 5/8 inch square American Crafts cardstock. And then I'm going to be adding, this one is Sweet Blush from Paper Tray Ink with the black cow pattern that I stamped. There we go. And we're going to do the exact same thing again using ATG tape. Stick down the pattern. This one kind of is dots, and then I use stripes for the other two. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. You'll notice that there is a boo-boos on the back of this one. There we go. Paper has 2 sides, so if you make a mistake, just flip it over and keep going. And then I added it to the 3 5/8 inch American Crafts black square of cardstock. And then I'll add that to my card front. So this is all nice and flat. So easy, easy stuff. And like I said, this makes a really cute, fast card set. There we are. And then this is the Lemon Tart. That's the 3 1/2 inch stitch square die from Jaded Blossom with the cow print. That's adding it onto the 3 5/8 of an inch American Crafts black cardstock. And then I'll add that to my card front. So easy stuff. So now basically I'm just going to be adding on these sentiments, and I will be cutting off what's hanging off the card. So this is sticking everything's flat. So this is going to be really easy to mail. And we can all use more thank you cards in our stash, right? There we go. So I'm just lining that up, trying to get it straight, and then I will trim off the edge. And, you know, so some of them I have a little higher, some of them I'm putting a little lower. Doesn't really matter. Put them where you'd like. And there we are. And I will be adding this last one. And then I will trim off the overhang with a pair of scissors. So like I said, this is a really easy card. It's very flat, so to make it through the mail really easily. Not a lot of dimension. And then I'm going to be adding Altenew's Altenew enamel dots, the essential black and white. That's what they're called. And I'm just going to add 3 white ones in varying sizes onto each card front. And that will be my, you know, a little bit of decoration there and shine. I could have used my favorite, my Simply White Nouveau Crystal drops, but I thought, I'm going to use these. Aren't these cute? I think these turned out really cute. And what a fast little card set, right? And we can all use more thank you cards, right? And there we go. Isn't that cute? So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired by everyone. The Jaded Blossom store. Remember that everything goes live on Friday. In the store, you can buy items a la carte, or you can get the whole release. Also, remember that tomorrow we do have a hop. And so come on back, check that out. I will also have release and review videos to share with you. And that is about all. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you soon in my next one. Bye, everyone.